but you gotta keep your head up. Oh, and you can let your head down. Hey, you gotta keep your head up. Oh, and you can let your head down. Hey, I know it's hard. No, it's hard to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up. Oh, and you can let your head down. Hey, 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 hey.
Beautiful. So the mindset, the mentality has been set, the foundation has been laid. The one thing that just keeps coming back to you is you have to put yourself in a position of success. So I was reading through some literature and it came out to me, it popped out to me. I'm just reading through some things. And there was this story that popped out and stuck out to me. I've been meaning to do it, but it just wasn't the right time. I feel like now is the time I can kind of share it with you. And it was a story about how you take somewhat of a tragedy and turn it into a triumph. So there was this person, he had bought this horse from this guy. And so this guy sold him the horse. So he's going to collect the horse and he's like, okay, where's my horse at? And so the guy that sold him the horse said, well, the horse died yesterday. He's like, okay, well then just give me my money back. So the guy's like, I can't give you the money back because I've already spent it on something else. He said, okay, no problem. Just bring me the horse. Like, the horse is dead. What are you going to do with the horse? He said, don't worry about it. Just bring me the horse. So he brought him the horse. So 2 or 3 days passed. He said, okay, what am I going to do with this horse? So in the back of his mind already, he had an idea. He said, I will raffle off the horse. $5 raffle tickets, right? So he sold all his 500 raffle tickets, which equals $2,500. So the guy comes back to him about 2 weeks later. Like, what did you do with that horse? He said, I raffled it off. You raffled off a dead horse? He said, yes. He said, well, how did the person that won it end up feeling about it? He said, well, everybody was fine with it outside the one person that did win. But that one person that won came to me and they complained. I gave them their $5 back, so I made a $24.95. So it's about how you can take a tragic situation and turn it into triumph. We talked about turning problems into solutions all year, but I don't think it stuck with you guys until right now in the horse scenario. Sometimes in life we get dead horses along the way. Now, no pun intended, but we get things that are not quite right along the way. But it's all about the mentality that you bring to it, the spin you put on it that makes it something. We're in the holiday season right now, so you're getting ready to go and give gifts and give things to others. But the one thing that you can give to someone is a smile. You can give them your heart, the warmth, the passion that you have inside. And guess what happens when you give them that? That lasts a lifetime. Material things are going to come and go. But what you do for the lifetime is something totally different. So this morning at the book study, we talked about some things, and we didn't quite get to it, but currency versus legacy and what you're going to leave. Money comes down. I can give you all the money in the world, but it won't bring you happiness. I can guarantee you that. And the people that you leave it to behind, it won't leave them anything but basically spoiled brats because they just getting. But when you give freely of yourself to others, guess what that does? That's the ultimate pay it forward. When you do something for others that necessarily you don't expect anything in return, it changes the whole dynamic of life. You are in a position that's the best position you could possibly be in. You're in a position of the underdog and getting ready to come up and be the top dog. Don't miss the opportunity to enjoy the ride along the way. The ride is beautiful along the way. Yes, it's bumpy. Yes, it may be hot, it may be cold, but that's what, in essence, is going to make it beautiful. You're at an outside campus right now, and the results that you're putting in now, and next year, and the year after, is what's going to make and build a new school. It's all on the mentality. What you got in the beginning may be this, but at the end, what can you take it to? Soul food. What was the original origin of soul food? Just scraps that, not necessarily use it for anything. But you take it, you tweak it, you put salt, pepper, you put hot sauce, you put a hog maw, and what does it become? It becomes greens, and then somebody says, oh, you stuck your foot in that one. So guess what I want you to do today? I want you to go into that classroom, and I want you to take those scores that we just got back. I want you to take those tests we just got back, and I want you to put a little salt, a little pepper. Throw a little hog maw, stick your little toe in it. And make it a lesson that the kids say, oh, I want some more of that. Because when you do that, guess what happens then? that light bulb moment comes on that we've been talking about, and the light bulb stays on. Be Motel 6 and leave the light on for me. Meet you on the inside.
I will wait, I will not move forward, I cannot, I will not, I must not move forward until you're ready. Thank you. Now, this week's message is going to piggyback off last week's message. Last week's message we talked about some pearls that a little girl had and about her giving up something to become something better, to get something better. Now this week, we're going to go back and we're going to spiral back before those pearls or those diamonds were even created. We're going to talk about the pressure and the situation and the environment that it takes to build a diamond. I want you to listen closely to these words, because a diamond is what we want to end up. We want to be a shining star to everyone around so they can see what we did here. We want to create that new normal. But in order to create that diamond, it's going to take some pressure. It's going to take some stress, teachers. Students, it's going to take some of those 4 passages that we fall back on the rope with our rope-a-dope and we knock back out and we say, how you like me now? It's going to take that. But guess what happens at the end of it? It's not about what happens in between. Bad to you. It's about those things that happen in between that make you what you end up being. So listen very closely. This message is very, very, very good. Listen.
We're closing, guys. I want you to shut up right now. I said this on Twitter the other day. Listen to me. Everybody wants to shine bright like a diamond, but nobody want to get cut. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it slower for you. A diamond don't start off like this. For those of you who know, a diamond starts off with a very humble beginnings, cold. A diamond in its original form, you might kick or pick up, just skip water. Skip 3, I can get 3 out of that. You're not going to see a diamond in its original form. Some of you will be at the next level, but not in this form you won't. You will make $1 million in your lifetime. You will make 20 million, 30, whatever. You will have a company. You will make your dreams become reality, but you won't do it in that version. You will have what you want, be what you want, do what you want. What you want in that version, that person ain't gonna get it. This is a diamond, but this ain't how it started. And if you think the person you are right now is going to get you to this level, you've lost your mind. But if you're willing to get cut, if you're willing to get constructive criticism, if you're willing to go through professional development, if you're willing to get an accountability partner, if you're willing to grow and learn more tomorrow than you knew today, then you can get to the next level. But this version is not going to take you to that level. That's what I had to realize. Eric, you can't be getting up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning and think you're going to be on his level. You're going to have to get up a little early. You cannot not read books. You can't watch every show that comes out, every football game, every basketball game. You cannot do it and be successful, son. But if you're willing to make some changes, you want to shine like a diamond, you got to get cut like a diamond. So when your boss or your peer, when they tell you something about yourself, you're not going to have up the defense mechanism. Matter of fact, you're going to be so smart that you're going to get with your peers and y'all going to start meeting weekly and start telling each other about each other. Like, I don't know if you know this about you, but you need to fix this, you need to fix this, and you're not going to go, you're going to say, thanks for the cut. If it applies, you're going to use it. If it don't, you're going to keep moving. You can't shine like a diamond if you're not willing to get cut like a diamond. And the version you are today is good, but it ain't great, and it definitely ain't phenomenal. But if you listen to everything they teach you and you're willing to make some adjustments, it is nothing you can't have. Better is a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without one. You want to be a diamond or a zirconium? What is that? Zirconium. Which one? Because everybody got them in their ears and they look just alike, but the diamond is so sweet. When you take a diamond and rough it up against glass or another stone, it can break it. The zirconium can't. So we all look alike on the outside, but each time we go through pressure, each time we go through a year, each time we go through an experience, the real you is going to come out. So if you want to shine bright like a diamond, do me a favor, start embracing constructive criticism. Don't run from it. Embrace it and stop hanging with people who are so inferior that they will never tell you about yourself because they need you too much. That's what y'all, some of y'all hang out with people that they need you so much they couldn't tell you about yourself if they wanted to. That's who you hang out with. You don't like hanging out with people who write better than you or who get more contracts than you. You don't like hanging out with people who are better than you because you feel inferior. In actuality, if you want to go to the next level, you got to start hanging with people who are on another level like them. They will stretch you. And they will hold you accountable in ways you've never been held accountable before. And you'll be able to do what you've never done before. So stop hanging out with people who always want to tell you what you want to hear. Stop hanging out with people that only tell you what you want to hear. Start hanging out with people who are going to tell you the truth. It might hurt. You should get down in the long run. Let's go.
So we just talked this morning about all that we've been through this week, all the testing. And it wasn't just for show. It wasn't just for play, but it was meant to make you better. It was that strength that you will gain from the test. Now today is the day that you gain the strength. Today is the ultimate recovery day. Because when we lift in weights, what do we talk about? It's the struggle that happens after the weightlifting, not during, that makes us what we are. So today is our recovery day, teachers. Today is our recovery day, students. We go in, we see what we did, we make a game plan and a strategy. We create the rope-a-dope so that we can fall back on the ropes, and for the rest of the year we become better. Because we started here. Now we're here, we're going here, and we want to finish here. The song says 0 to 100 real quick. Nothing happens real quick and it's going to be worth it. So we're going to go 0 to 100 real slow. But slow and steady is going to win this race. Have a great day today, boys and girls. Friday is upon you and you better act like it. See you later.